Faith. I mean, okay. I love Protoss. I love every race. Every race is cool. I love you all. I'm not racist, but I gotta stick with my German brother and my German brother and KiToO. You got this, dude.
You know,
Shane's really good, but you got this.
I think KiToO is very good. I just think he's going to lose. I just have to stick with the Protoss. You gotta stick with the Protoss, man.
I mean, I wish I could
betraying,
stick with Protoss, but
you're
you picked the
betraying your family. You're betraying the family.
my Protoss. No, no, Protoss family. All right. Wait, who went first last time? Because that was bad juju for KiToO, so we need to switch it up. You went first. All right, I gotta go first. So
Go
on the
for it.
bottom left, we have the Zerg player losing the first game, but gonna win the next two. We got KiToO from Germany. I gotta point that out.
From Germany.
From Germany. In the red jumpsuit. Sorry, in the red jumpsuit, Zerg player KiToO. There we go. I'm good. Good.
In the top right, we have in the yellow jumpsuit, HuShang, the Protoss player that's going to win this series 2-0. 2-0.
Wow, dude, you're BM, man. I would never say you're BM, dude. You need to man her up, Protoss.
I just have faith.
You
Just have
dirty
faith.
Protoss. You have faith?
I have faith.
Well, I got faith that your faith is bad. KiToO's gonna win. I have faith that my faith is better than your faith.
That's pretty good faith.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really religious. The Protoss gods. I mean, the Zerg gods. KiToO. Yeah, go KiToO. German gods.
It
I don't know.
doesn't seem like it seems like you dabble because you're like, well, I think all races are good. You know,
Yeah,
I like Protoss, but we gotta kind of go with whatever you didn't say. So in this case, we're
I
going
didn't say
to
that.
betray the Protoss gods, and you know, maybe
You
we're
gotta
gonna
sound.
favor.
I do sound like that, huh? I sound like a nerd. Or like a little kid. I don't know what you're doing there. I mean, I guess it doesn't beat my when I'm trying to get a Mexican accent. What was it? It was French. Yeah. So you can't beat
Yeah,
that, man. There's no beating that. So there's a hatch first from KiToO, and a Nexus first from HuShang. So it's always better for the Protoss, I think, the put the Nexus down before those, like I think Nexus first is better than hatch first. Do you agree with
I
that?
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because I think that Zerg tends to need. I mean, well, obviously Zerg tends to need more bases than Protoss will than the other two races. So I think if Protoss can successfully place down his second base, then he has so much power going into the game. Whereas Zerg really needs to continue to expand and pressure, and I think it's just kind of a scarier situation for the Zerg, given he can look at this and be like, well, I guess now I can expand. Again, which could put him in trouble because HuShang's gate expanding, and I don't know that I like the gate expand. Well, the gate being in his main base, I don't know. Just a Nexus first gate expand just scares me.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it is pretty
risky.
scary, and KiToO
I
is
mean,
going
given he
gas,
saw,
so he'll get
yeah,
speed.
I mean, given he saw it was a hatch first, but still, it's still scary. You know, I mean, it's not like I just placed my Nexus one hex backward. But like it's still scary.
Pure, you're so mean. None of you know what he's talking about, but you're so mean. And Hawkeye even says, "Oh my god, you know what? I'm leaving Rival after this is over." I'm on HuShang's first person. Man, this kid's out of control. I wasn't on KiToO's, but he's going so fast. He's like going crazy. He's like APM. Like gun noises. Apparently, his sound effects for APM going. Lots of APM, but
APM gun noise.
yeah, APM. I'm like shooting APM out. But man, he's fast, dude.
Those APM
You know,
bullets are pretty powerful.
indeed. What's kind of interesting though? The reason I was on HuShang's vision in the first place is because he saw gas from KiToO, but he doesn't see a third yet. So I mean, there very well could be mass speeding, just like the last game, or roaches, or just something like baneling bust, something like that. So it's interesting because HuShang isn't putting any of his buildings at his wall, which I understand because he wants his robot to be safe, so he'll just put gateways at his wall. But I mean, KiToO, as we know, because we see everything, he isn't doing any cheese. But if I were HuShang, like what you were saying earlier about the gateway expand, I would be really afraid of some sort of Zergling all
He's just
in or
brave.
something. Yeah, he's
He's
just brave
very brave.
Protoss, man. He does have
He's
a
like
wall in now, but
Now he does, but he's just
Yeah.
brave. If he's up the probe and a stalker, and they're like, I'm just gonna hold position, and he's like, I'm not. You're not gonna. Wouldn't dare cheese me. You know, I'm a Protoss. Like, I'm Protoss, man. You know.
I'm Protoss.
I'm
I
Protoss.
I'm Protoss. Get Protoss. I do like the mothership core. Wait, did he scout the third? Yeah, okay, so he did scout. So he knows he's fine. But I like the mothership core. That was probably the reason that was out there by the tower is to scout for the
Just make
Zerglings or
sure
Roaches.
it's gonna run in there. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I get granted he couldn't photon overcharge immediately, but still, yeah. So HuShang was safe. I mean, he had the wall up, he had a stalker there, so I guess he was okay.
It's alright.
Yeah. So
And a
KiToO,
sentry.
yeah, sentry. Can never go wrong with the force field, man. Force field OP. KiToO looking for pylons, spotting right to the map. You know, just being a Zerg, good Zerg. You think what?
I think that HuShang is going for a timing this game, and it's definitely no, it has to be. He's making immortals.
Yeah, he is.
He's got a warp prism on the wall. He's got a
Six
gate.
gates.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
warp
so
prism.
it's gonna try and end this game quickly.
Yeah, and a warp prism, so no denying pylons, unless the warp prism dies, of course. But I really like KiToO. The
And
one thing I
totally
really
wall
like
off.
about his play. What's that?
It's completely walled off. There is no going
Oh
home.
yeah,
There's
yeah,
no going
yeah.
back.
No cannon. No forge. Wait, he doesn't have a forge. Yeah.
There's no forge.
I don't
He's
think
like,
I've ever seen this. Do you do this without a forge? I've never seen
No,
this.
I've seen it done. I don't do it though.
Yeah. Okay. I
But-
mean, HuShang's better than us, but, but yeah, it's
No.
interesting. He doesn't have a forge, but this is just how he does it. I mean, he doesn't have gases at the natural, so you just can't afford all that, And I really like KiToO's eyes on the expansions, but I mean, so he knows that there's no third.
I mean,
Is
he
he
just
making-
knows everything. His overseers in the base. He
Yeah.
knows everything.
Yeah, he
So
sees
no.
everything. He actually has two overlords at the
But-
third to double
But
make
is
sure he
it
doesn't.
too
third.
late? What are these force fields gonna be
I
like?
think it is too late. I think it is too
Oh.
late because he's making hydras. I don't know. He has
They
a lot of zerglings though.
They weren't wonder
hydras aren't
fields,
done.
but they were pretty. They were all right.
Yeah, they're okay. The hatchery is gonna die. The hydras just came too late. I mean, he was waiting for the hydras, which I understand. You know, he couldn't just go into zerglings. Which zerglings are more powerful than they
He's just
normally
stuck
are.
with Hydra.
That was for the drone. See, look at that. HuShang's like pro, man. He put the force field there for the drone.
It was totally for the Hydra. It was
Yeah, it
totally
was
for
for
the,
the-
and then he said, you know
Yeah.
what? All right, this will work. I'll make this
Oh,
work.
the surround! The surround! KiToO's so
Surround.
good with the surrounds, man. Oh, I think he's gonna break them. I think. You gotta remember, these zealots aren't +1.
I think you're right.
Oh, it's gonna be close. It's so close, KiToO. I think KiToO holds. KiToO holds. Like I said, I mean, with +1 attack, that fight. I mean, I know HuShang's more broke, but wow, what amazing! Oh no, Hawkeye! But that was such a great hold. Oh, we get to see part of the engagement again. Woo!
We get to see-
But I want to see that again. Instant replay.
We just wanted to exactly. We just wanted to
Yeah,
go back.
Hawkeye
with that
just
one
wanted
time.
instant replay. Yeah. But
wait, there's more.
but wait, but you know what? Okay, so KiToO did amazing. Like he's really good with the surrounds. Like he was doing that against Miss Grande, all series long. You know, the 6 rounds, and so he obviously came out ahead on that engagement, but his third died. Those drones died. So is he ahead in the game? He's like 40 supply up.
I think so.
I mean, he did lose all the sentries. I think he is. Yeah, I think HuShang does have the lead here.
Hydra.
Yeah,
That's all there is to
Hydras
say.
are good. Hydras are good.
I mean, Hydra. And this zealot, this changeling. Oh, he just get blasted by that immortal. The changeling is like, "Sup, guys? I'm just gonna hang out here," and the immortal's like,
Hey,
Just
you
blows him
aren't
like in
part
the
of our
spots.
kind. You aren't
Like in
one
the
of us,
spots.
boy. Get out
Right.
of here. You're an
It's
imposter,
just-
boy.
It's just like in the Carbots episode where the immortal like drops down and is tiny and it just blows the building to smithereens. It just,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
with
love
one
that.
shot.
Yeah. It's just like this like freaking huge cannon. It just like I think there was one is like
Is it
earlier
Thor?
episodes.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
it was a Thor.
Oh,
Yeah, he
I
just
was
drops
thinking the
down
one with
and, like-
Zerg. The mortal like
Oh,
one shot at
yeah.
the hatchery. It just like shot hatchery once and it like died.
Yeah, the zealot's like swiping away over and over and over and over and over at the hatchery, and then the immortal drops and just goes. And just
Yeah. One hit it. Yeah.
yeah.
So the thing is with engagements, like I was saying last game, like and HuShang kind of proved me wrong, but he didn't lose all the sentries. But when you lose all the sentries like that, like it sets you back really far. because you got to remake them, and you don't have the energy on them anymore. So I mean, he does have Colossus, which is obviously good against Hydras and
Also
Zerglings, but
fantastic against Hyderling. I just don't know that it matters. I mean,
yeah, I mean, still no
and we'll find
Forge.
out because he is making a second Colossus, and Thermal Lance is almost done. I, um,
Hmm.
I don't know because like I feel like his composition is getting there, but I don't know that he's. I don't know. I don't think he's going to be able to pull this off
Yeah.
after losing how much he lost initially.
Yeah, I mean, you got to remember too, HuShang didn't have his natural gases that entire like time that he was over on KiToO side of the map. So I mean, his Colossus is super delayed. I mean, that was basically an all-in. Like, there he kind of technically shouldn't win this game unless KiToO really messes up. I think.
Well, I mean,
Um,
it's just it allows the Zerg player to have his next tech option, and as we see, he has KiToO
yeah,
has Spire.
Corruptor.
He's making
Yeah,
5 corruptors. There's really 3
four,
stalkers
three stalkers.
and
Yeah,
a
and
handful
Sentry.
of sentries. Okay, I'm sorry, an
Well, a
army of
lot like
sentries
yeah, no,
is
I was gonna say yeah, a handful, more like
a
two
handful.
hands.
2
Because
hands.
he has 10 centuries, so it's a
He's
hand.
got a handful and a couple
There are
in
two
his
hands.
mouth. But like,
Oh my god.
anyways.
Ew. But okay, here goes engagement. Another surround. Like man, he goes with these surrounds all the time. The corruptors are
It's
just free pot shots on the Colossus. Yeah, I mean the Colossus. Once the Colossus go down, you can't. There's not enough DPS. Once the Colossus are dead, yeah. I mean you just gotta tap out. And yeah, really well played by KiToO. That hold was like really freaking close. But I mean he lost all the sentries. And you know what was really cool too? Like I was saying, I really like KiTo's map awareness because that entire time, unless HuShang had a ninja expansion, which is unlikely, he knew he didn't have a third. Because he had that Overlord there, and he had his other units at the other third, so he knew 100% sure, unless he had a ninja expansion, that he didn't have a third, and that you just feel so much more comfortable, like oh, I don't need that many drones. I just need units, and I win this game. Just don't be greedy. Don't be a typical Zerg. And then just make units,
whoa,
and I
whoa,
win.
whoa.
And that's exactly what happened. And Hussein, his upgrade, he had no upgrades. I do wonder though on that attack, like obviously he didn't get a forge, so his army could be bigger, not better, but bigger.
Better, better,
And
faster, stronger,
I love that song, but
smarter.
stronger. Did you say stronger?
I
Probably
did
did.
say stronger.
That's probably
No,
like
he's
the
doubly
first thing you
strong.
said. Yeah.
He's
No,
double strong with those
yeah,
upgrades.
Sean too.
He's
Sean
stronger,
squared.
stronger.
Stronger. Marauder. But
Marauders.
that was amazing, dude. Come on. But yeah, I know I keep bringing up the forge thing, but I do think it's a big deal. Like I do think if he had +1 attack, like yeah, maybe he has one less one. I mean, you can get away with 6 gateways and 2 immortals in a robo with a forge. And I just think that +1 attack would make him win that fight, and I still think he would be okay on money. Like I know he didn't take his natural gases, but 100 gas for all of your entire all your units being a lot better. I mean, you know how Zerglings, like they're pretty okay against zealots with Zergling speed when the zealots are 0-0. But when they have that +1, the zealots, they kill Zerglings in 2 hits instead of 3. So I mean, it
Mm,
is a huge deal. Like having that +1 attack, you kill Zerglings so much faster, and that was
it
all pretty
is.
much
I just
KiTo's
don't think it would
army.
be enough. I don't because there really weren't that many
You,
zealots. It was a less sentries. I don't think it
you
would be
don't think
enough.
so? I think he
No,
had a lot
I
of
think it was.
zealots.
I think it was a fantastic setup by KiToO. I think just getting that
Yeah,
surround, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter
yeah.
because the forethought that he had into planning that, and he was just able to get this massive surround. It doesn't matter. You need amazing force fields. You need to see it coming, and it was just too good of a fight, too good of a setup for KiToO. And
Yeah, he. I'm gonna start calling him the master of the surround. He is the master surrounder. That sounds kind of creepy. It's like he's like a stalker or something. I don't know. He's like some like guy like in a dark alley like creeping on you. The master surrounder. I don't know. But yeah, he's really good with the surrounds. Like both of these series so far. I mean the